video. So today we will have a look at the higher time frames on XRP. We did reach the region over here. We observed, so let me draw it in. So it was this level over here that we watched because our take was like this, so that we had a wave from here to here, then a B wave, and then that this whole thing would be a C wave, and that C wave would have been needed to run in 5 waves. So that would have been like this: a wave 1, 2, 3, and then the 4. But as we had this wick above the 2 level, this got invalidated. So this count is invalidated. But there is another bearish possibility, which we will have a look at now. But it is on a much higher degree. So if we look at, first things first, I don't think that this has a very high probability of playing out, but nonetheless it still is a correct Elliott wave pattern. So I will show it to you, and later at the end of the video I will explain what my plans are going forward from here. So this is the bearish count that could be in play, so that you had an A wave down to here, a B wave up to here, and that this entire structure here would be a C wave, which means that we have a wave 1 over here, a wave 2 up to here, a wave 3 down to here. This could be our wave 4. We will measure the fibs in a second here. So what would invalidate this count is a move past the wave 2 level. So at about 142, as that is a little high to enter, I will share later what my plans are going forward from here. But this is still a valid count that could get us into some kind of trouble. So let's put in the fibs. So we take the wave 2 down to the wave 3. Okay, and by surprise I tapped exactly this level. So what could happen as a wave 4 is tap this level, we were extremely close, not quite there yet, or tap this level and then retrace from there. So let's assume we would go to $1.18, a little higher, so about here. Then as we can see, it is very unlikely to have the C wave, that was the wrong one, the C wave below our A level here, because it could touch anywhere between here, the 1.272 to the 1.618, which is still above this level. So that would be kind of fine to see, and that would be the most bearish scenario really I can come up with. Will this play out? Well, we will see, because as I will soon show you, a bullish count is much more likely from here, as this part over here looks rather bullish than a wave 4 would do. So let's delete this. So this was the bearish possibility to keep in mind. Let's delete this too. Okay, so we'll measure here the wave 1. So and this is now actually what I think is going on. So that we had a wave 1 from here up to here, likely an A, B and a C wave to here, so likely wave 2 in, and that this over here was the first wave, second, still part of the third, then a fourth, and then a fifth coming up to about here, and that would be the first wave of the bigger wave tree. So let's just draw in the bigger wave tree. Let's put it here, and these things we will just skip for now. Let's change colors to black, and we will take over the fib to the wave 2 bottom so far. So if we have this set up, it is likely to see 22. Well, let's say I will anything between the 2 to the 2.618 fib. The most likely region a wave 3 likes to take is this area here, the 2.272 to the 2.414. So let's just place it here in the middle. And of course this will take a bit more time, but that's another story. So what we would have over here is actually, so each wave contains 5 subwaves. So as here, where was it? 1, 2. Well, let's just do it here. I need to change colors. So likely this was a wave 1, a wave 2. Could be wave 3, but likely a bit higher to about here. And a wave 4. And a 5 coming close to this region, in my opinion. So, how do we measure that? We will take the wave 1 here down to the bottom of wave 2. And what we can see is that we didn't quite get to anywhere of these levels. So the usual wave 3 levels. So the wave 3 usually goes to the 2 to the 2.618 level. More likely anywhere between here, $1 and 135-ish. That is rather likely to happen. And then you have a retrace, likely to about here, and then a wave 5 coming into here to here. And that would make perfect sense for the first subwave of this bigger wave tree. So you would have 5 waves, wave 1, then a drop for wave 2, then a bigger wave 3 probably going for $10 to $13, wave 4 down, and then wave 5 up to about this level over here, so to about $20-30. And honestly, if we look at the fibs from this, I think it fits quite well so far. So yeah, we drop to this level, pump back to this level, played extremely well with all these important fib levels. So each candle close respected those levels extremely well, as you can see. So it would make kind of sense what wave 3 could possibly be done here. And then you have the wave 4 that shouldn't go below this level, and then wave 5 likely to anywhere here to here. That's also possible, and would have quite a nice look. So what we are doing from here is that I will likely, well, let's measure this one still. If we assume that wave 3 is actually in, I would have this. Yeah, okay, that would kind of fit. So about 60 cents. There I will likely, so I will take the funds that we still have on the sideline, as we expected the lower numbers, and get in with 50% in this area here. So 50% of the funds I left on the table for lower, I will get in here, and the other 50% I will wait what really develops from here, if it is this bullish count or if it is the bearish count. So with the other 50% I will wait for this level over here, 142. If we break above, okay, I will pull the trigger and look to get in on the retrace again. So yeah, I will wait really to get out the last possible bearish scenario with the remaining 50%, and then go all in if we retrace from here. So this would then look somehow like this. Let's just assume this would be the wave 1. Then you can have wave 2 to, I don't know, 60, 45, something like that. That could be the case. Oh wait, let's take the entire fib. That makes more sense than what I just did. So this to, let's assume, about here. Okay, that would even make quite some sense. So in this case, the fifth wave would cross our level to about 150, and then we have a retrace which could head to 81, 55, worst case really this area here, but more likely to stop between the 382 and the 618. So somewhere around here is where you can get in with the remaining funds after we breach this level. So I will likely get in here now in this region with 50%, and then wait if we break this level before doing anything else, because in that situation you are kind of safe. So if this would have been the bearish scenario and you still have 50% on the table, well, on the sideline, you could still enter between here. Let's clean this up a little bit, because then it's easier. Okay, so yeah, let's assume this is wave 1, this we will delete 2. Okay, so if this wave 1 goes beyond our 142 level, so about to here, then we are sure that these targets over here will never come, because then the last bearish scenario is out of the window. Although it is unlikely to happen in my opinion. So the bearish scenario is unlikely to happen in my opinion, but it's still a valid Elliott wave count, so we cannot fully ignore it. But this level here would definitely indicate that all bearish scenarios are saved, so we don't have to worry about them anymore. So my plan is to get in now with like 50% of the funds we saved for this area, and then wait with the other 50% if we actually break through this or not. If we do, I will look to retrace to get in the rest on this retrace. If we do not, so let's say we would do something like this, it could still be a wave 4, and then we would see something like this. So 5 waves down from that level. So something like this would then be the case if this is actually the C wave, with this being wave 1, 2, 3, let's say 4 to here and 5 to here. I will change colors in a bit, so let's make it green. Okay, so like this you see, okay, when a wave 4 gets above the wave 2, we are safe, because then it cannot be a wave 4, same as we had it here on the smaller degree, where we had a wave 1, 2, 3, the 4 went above this 2 level, so that invalidated it. Same thing is right now our observation, so this level here, and that is really the last bearish possibility we need to observe. So yeah, going forward, I think it is clever to just let's assume again here that this was the wave 3. So I think it is clever to just get in with the funds in this area. So anywhere between 74 to 61 in that area, 50% load up, and then we will see if it is able to break 142. Those 50% of the funds I would not touch yet, and just wait if we do this bearish count, or if it is able to break the level and play out the bullish count, but then we can still enter when these 5 waves are done. We can enter on the retrace for the wave 2. So overall, no big deal right now. We just have to wait what happens, to be honest. Is there anything else we could look at? Or maybe this fib, the bigger one from here. Okay, that doesn't really tell us much so far. But yeah, so I still expect us to hit about $25, $26 on wave 3. If this is the start of wave 3 already, we still have to wait and see. But I think the 50-50 split is a good idea from here. So we made extremely good buys on XRP over the last few months. Some people might have how do I say might have forgot about it, but we actually had insanely good buys. Like if we take this wave 1 again and recapture where we bought, I mean, we started to buy from here, so this level, all the way down to here, and I think the last buy was somewhere around the bottom, so pretty close. Yeah, exactly. This was my last buy, and it wicked like a little below. So 29 cents was my last buy, and it bottomed out so far at 28.7. So extremely close. We did a great job there, and now we cannot really know yet what will happen next, because it sure does look bullish, but it could really still be a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 that still hits into our area. So we cannot be 100% sure just yet, and that's just why I would just enter with 50% of the funds we saved for this. Now then, you covered if it is bullish. If it is not, you still have 50% left to average down if we get to the lower area here at 15 to 25 cents. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this clears up a few things. So this is mainly what we are watching. I think I will share this chart in Discord now. So let's make it clean, easy numbers. Take 15, 25, and here we will take 142. Alright. So this is the big level, and this we will make green. And then I will work out a little box over here, write in some text, and also put in some text here for the better understanding of what's going on. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, see you in the next one. And of course, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask in Discord. Bye.